join with me to draw floral art step by step. We're doing it the pencil color, sketching the pencil, sketching with the pencil, and doing the step by step how you can achieve much better outcome. And so far I draw this much, and come and talk and draw with me. And always, as I suggest, always look at your reference when you draw them. Reference is important when you draw them, because sometimes you don't look at your reference. When you use your reference, then you try to get much better outcome as well. And doing step by step, one at a time, layers, adding it, thinking of what you have to do to get much better, achieve the details. Hello, is anybody here? And the shape, I'm just building up the lace. It's like a flower. This one is like they have a hanging flower. I'm just capturing that detail. And get the eraser, just dabbing it. When you're rub it, don't rub it too much, because otherwise your sketch go rub off. And take the detail. Like a details important when you draw them, because they're showing what you're creating it. And look at your reference step by step. When you're looking at your reference step by step, then you can see where you're going mistake, where you're doing it something. Always, and pencil, always see how you're getting your pencil, how you're using your pencil. Because sometimes pencil is important, how much you pressing your pencil, how light you're doing your pencil. And just I'm building the layers and layers. It's like you're adding a layers after layers. You will get much better outcome. Hello, I hope you all well. And take your time when you draw the sketch. Sketch is important. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm Shakira, and I'm showing you one of my new sketch, which one I'm drawing for my table cover design. And at the moment I'm trying to capturing the as much as I can detail. And as I say, when you draw the flower, if you don't know the shape, make a circle and draw inside. Look at your reference and then draw from there. Because if you start drawing from the middle or anything, chances are they're going all different direction. Which one you don't need it when you draw them. The shape is important when you draw them. That is like what you creating it. Take your time when you draw them. Without a sketch you can't draw, because that's why you need to take your time to draw your sketch. Always do not press your pencil, always do gentle. When you start pressing your pencil, chances are you create the mess. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. And if you go to circle, then you know this bit's going there, because they all work, nature work with mathematically, you know, there's like a circle, triangle, the shape always in this sort of shape. If you look closely, any flower, anything, they always have a shape, and they grow inside this shape. They don't go out of proportion. And always look at your reference. You know, when you look at your reference, then you can create much better outcome as well. And do not dab your pen eraser too much. Just gently rubbing off. Just gently, because we need to gentle rub off. That time you get much better result as well. If you have anything asking me about for art, I'm happy to. Thank you, Mas. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. And always take your time. It's a slow art. Is getting a straight away your result. It take time because I did recently. Um, I did just finished my one of the art. Took me nearly 3.5 weeks to draw. Because I'll come every time and draw front of you, and it took me a little bit while, but in the end, I'm happy what the result come. Don't waiting for the result. Try to make it much nicer. And thank you for liking it. Feel free to follow me or subscribe me. Will be appreciate your help. And I'm just getting a one at a time. I'm not rushing it. I'm taking my time to draw. It's like a shape is matter when you draw them. When you create the shape, that time is get much better outcome as well. Take your time. Take your time when you draw them. And each flower, make it little bit, add a little bit detail in there. Please always at the look at very closely your art. Look how much detail you can add. It's like a details matter when you draw the better art. And the shape. The shape is matter when you draw them. It's just like an overlap. They're overlapping each other as well. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm Shakira, by the way, and I'm based in London. And everything you can see, I'm drawing in front of you. Do the sketch and do the color afterwards. Thanks for joining me. How are you? And feel free to look at my artwork if you want anything to purchase. Otherwise, I go my artwork available on TikTok shop. Otherwise, you can purchase from there. This all my design. And slowly adding the detail. It's like one at a time details. Details is important. And do not press your pencil harshly, because we need to be, pencil is going to be very gentle and lighter. If you have any question for me, you can ask me. I'm happy to help you. Happy to give you answer as well. And this one is, this flower have a quite looking nice. Oh, walaikum assalam. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. You can feel free to look at my TikTok shop, or feel free to follow me if you think my art is good enough. And this one all designed by me. Thank you for liking it. Thanks for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you for your help. Thank you. And now, because this one we did with a circle, now I'm adding a more details here. But always look at your reference. As always, I say that you have to look at your reference, whatever you create. The reference is helping you to create much better outcome as well. Now I'm adding the kind of dahlia flower. Before you use the dahlia flower, you need to get the circle. Make the circle. Why making circle? They know your flower is going to be there. The dahlia is always, they're facing. I'll show you how to make it. Make the circle, yes, and then make another circle here. It's like an egg shape. They get another circle there, and there's flowers going there because dahlias grow like that on top. So we're creating it like that way. We're starting from this one because this one is going to be, I'm trying to getting a one color, and now start doing it. This one is going like that, another bit. It's like a spot inside some sort of. And take your time when you draw them. At the moment is a pencil, I'm doing very light because I can't press. If I'll press it, you can follow me when I do the coloring, then you can see much better. At the moment I'm doing very light circle, not too dark, because if I'll do the dark, then I rub it off, then you can see the pencil mark. That's why I just did the lighter color. Now I'm adding the detail, you can see it. At the moment I need to show them the two circle shape. I'll draw them. Sometimes is if you do darker pencil, and then you can then you can see it after using the color. That's why I'm trying to tell people use the very gentle pencil, not too much. And this side going like that. It's like a one's going up and one's going there, the shape making it like that flower. This dahlia is like that, but top bit is like an egg shape. Inside is going the another bit as well. If you look close up this flower, then you can see it, what I'm trying to say. Because some flower is like very, interesting how they come. Hi Kia, how are you? Thanks for joining. And go like that. How are you? After a long time. And make the shape. See, just start with this one and now adding the more details. Because each flower take time, each flower have own personality, I'll say. Yes, in your, oh, that's good. Your daughter can do it. That's brilliant. It's just tell her just to practice. And yes, I'm starting a new art. That one is a finish, and this one's going to be one color art. I don't want to use this time too many colors. This time I'm using a one color art. Uh, that one, can you see it? That one is my reference color. That one is like I did bits and now I'm making and mixing it all. Yes, that one actually is my daughter's wedding flower display. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this time I'm just trying to, when you do the flower, you need to first try to add as much as you can detail. When you start adding the detail, then you can see it sometime in a white color. You can't see. Get the phone and zoom in. Then you can see the more clearly details. Sometimes you can't see the details. It's like sometimes you struggle to see the exactly how is it flower look. It's happened me all the time. Because sometimes it's very so much detail, and I try to capture as much as I can the detail. Sometimes work, sometimes doesn't work. And especially dahlia flower is beautiful, but drawing is harder. How many times I draw dahlia and every time I struggle. Dahlia flower, they are pretty, but they have so much detail to, because when you draw them you need to capture the detail, right? And I'm just dabbing it, only dab it to remove the circle, because I did the main bit mine. Now adding a dessert. And I think I'm maybe thinking gouache or maybe felt tip, maybe one color, to see which one I want to go for it, because I need to create for this one for my going to be wallpaper, table cover, tea towel. Is like this going to be whole big collection. And this flower is amazing, but drawing is harder, especially the shape. Yeah, gouache, but make sure when you buy the gouache, don't buy the cheap one. Cheap one is very expensive. If you draw so many, then it's fine. If you're drawing one off, is waste of money, and it's too expensive, and it doesn't last. Because one time you open the color, they dry so quickly. So I don't recommend anybody do the gouache if you have only one off design. They don't last that long. They are amazing. They are beautiful gouache, but they don't last that long. I don't know. It's me because I did try. I bought it. It's like one tube is like 5 6 pound, and only if you art you done, then it's gone. It doesn't last that long. But at the moment, it's a new kind of gouache, but coming is like a watercolor block come. Same as a gouache come as well, and is a value for money, honestly. If you wanted to spend good for the gouache, get for this one. Because I use, I think it's like under 20 pound or something, and you can get at least 48 color. Powder color is for the water, but gouache is like have some sort of consistency. They're different. They're different color. They give you different effect as well. They're thicker, but they're washable. It's like acrylic, sister of acrylic. I can say that. But then you can wash it and wipe it off your plate or anything when you draw. Because acrylic you can't. You need to be choke off, or you can keep pile up the color on the palette. Yeah, because some color are very stubborn. Some color is quite nice to draw. Thank you, Kia. Thank you for reposting. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. And it's like, can you see, I did the top bit coming and now adding the more details, more having a flowers here. It's just like you keep building up the lace. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Yeah, now I finished my pencil color. That one takes so long, but they look nice, but it takes so long to what I wanted to achieve. It took it's nearly 3.5 weeks took me to finish that pencil color art. Now I have to do it in Photoshop and send it to make the sample for the scarf. Yeah, I can show you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. This one is finished, my pencil color. Can you see that? 3.5 weeks of worth of art is finished. Yes, they finished, but it takes so long. Oops. So long to achieve exactly the details. Besides, quite lots of details. Yeah, they come out quite nice, but take lots of time. In the end, I'm say, God, because when you're drawing, then you say, oh, I need to use that color. I want to make a more detailed. In the end, I just say, no, that's enough because I had enough details now. I don't want to put any more details. The problem is you put so much effort. When you make it and produce it, people doesn't realize how long it takes to make the art. People think, yes, is very easy, but it takes so long to create, especially pencil color is a longer art. You can get it because they look nice, they look amazing, but takes so long. And this, because that one I make it a lot, I make the whole scarf design, and that one took me a little bit longer. I have to see it, how is it on look in the scarf, and which background after you add it. That one I have to think about as well. What do you think? Which color background shall I do it? Any suggestion? And go like that. It's just like building up the one at a time, adding the details. Like a shape is important, details important. With this one dahlia, can you see dahlia, this going on top and it's going bigger and bigger, it's going this sort of shape on in the end. It's like a more adding the detail, more adding the shape, more you can get much better outcome. Thank you, Kia. Thank you for your support. Thank you. And just adding the legs. Make sure don't go top because you're enough for this one. This one we need to more concentrate to finish it. That side because the dahlia is like a round bowl, and it's top, starting with top and the blooming and underneath. And keep building up the layers. More you building up the layers, more you achieve the much better outcome. And in the end you can get less petal, bigger petal. And can you see that way I finished the dahlia flower. Now I need to add the more details here. And details, I can add more leaves, more little bit tiny flower as well. And I just looking at what I can add to create more better. And if you want to make the leaf or anything, get the stem first, create the stem, and look at your reference. And this one's going, I'm making the olive leaf. The olive leaf is like a very light green that you can see florists use lots of time that flower. And the leaf are like a round shape. It's like they're not like a V type shape. This like a round shape they are leaf all the time. If you look at closely the leaf, they are round shape. But they use a lot the florist that sort of leaf. And now I can eat another leaf as well. And this one is going like that shape. And sometimes looking at your reference closely, you can get much better outcome as well. And now I can add the shape is matter when you draw them. And just like sometime putting a half leaf there, they will give you much better outcome as well. And this one is going like that. The shape details matter. It's like a shape. I'm just giving a little bit movement on my art. Sometimes giving a movement in your art, that's good way to draw as well. It's like just filling up the gap. I just do one at a time. I'm not doing crazy, doing this bit, that bit. I'm just using a one at a time. The side. Now this one, I'm just keep building up the layers until I'm satisfied, I'm happy. Then I can create more details as well. And the shape, I'm just looking at the, some shapes, some details. It's quite interesting. If you look at closely, they look amazing. And reading the flower buds, just going there. It's like a shape. The shape is important. And the shape, you see, I'm just adding the shape on the thingy. And get a towel and just wipe it off. Always wipe it off any dust or anything. And take your time and do not press your pencil harshly. Please, when you draw them, make gentle and slowly building up. And I can keep looking at my reference. Look at your reference closely. What you're creating it, that's important as well when you're creating it, the art. And I'm looking at where is my, yeah, I can have a much better details. Because you have to keep looking at details, which I'm keep telling you. Make sure look at your details. Details is important when you're creating the art. Now I'm adding the rose, and rose is shape of the half or orange segment. The shape of orange segment. This rose is it. The how we are creating it. This shape. And this create is like inside you adding the details. And then and keep looking at your reference closely. And see what you getting much better outcome. The shape details matter when you're creating it. And this rose is like a half, you can see it, not all of them, half you can see it.